Join me as I put 3 different axes through the paces in the woods. But first, we need to talk about something else. Well guys, welcome back to Wood Wandering. On today's episode, we've got a little treat in store for you guys. We've got a kit review with some axes. Just had a little look, stay tuned, I'll go into more detail on those. We're going to cook some food, we're going to spend some time in nature, chill out and just enjoy this. What more could you want? Come on. Now let's take a minute. Now, it is pretty warm today, so I'm not going to need a fire for heat, but I've got some steak, so I'm going to have to cook some food up. I'm fortunate, or maybe not so much fortunate, planned this a little bit. There's a fire pit just by here. I'll uncover that, push it all out from the side. It's quite a resinous piece of woodland, as you can see from the conifers, so I'll make sure I wet it down after I finish, make sure it's thoroughly out, and then cover it over and leave no trace. Talking about leaving no trace, guys, I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but on the way out I'm going to show you a bit of a mess that some probably I'll cut to that now, some youngsters made in the woodland, and it's absolutely takes, well, if you guys see it, it's absolutely disgusting, to be honest with you. I'll show you what they've done. Cut to that now. Look at that, guys, absolutely disgusting. Wait to begin. What do you actually do for this? Is this an education issue, or it's just going to spoil it for everyone? And they were never burning them, are they? I'm not reindeers or any of that, but come on guys, that's never going to be good firework wood. It's still alive. You've cut it off, you've hatcheted it to death and just left it there. It's not just one, is it? Right, I'm doing the rant now, But if anyone is getting into bushcrafting, spending time into nature, just think about other people, guys. That's all we're saying, is because look, that's just no good, is it? Come on, you better. Yeah, it's just no good, is it? Go full Victor Meldrew audio over there, that definitely can be done better, and it's just some simple things really, guys. And if something's alive, there's no need to be chopping into it. It's no good for firewood. Take your rubbish home with yourselves, leave no trace, and ideally try and leave it as you came into it. If any of you guys have seen this sort of thing where you're camping, drop me a comment. I'd like to hear about it. We're going to move on now. I'm going to expose this fire pit, like I said. There she is. There's a blue Peter. There's one I made earlier. Right, without further ado, if I've got that wood, I need to chop and process it. This is what the axe is for, and this is what I'll do a personal test for you guys. And I'll start you off with the cheapest in the range of my kit, and that's the Magnusson hatchet there from B&Q, retailing at about 17 to 20 pound. I bought it about 17 pound. I think they're about 20 pound at the minute. Weight wise, it's about 1.4 kilos. It's, yeah, hickory handle, small head, just pretty lightweight, pretty easy to use. It has got its limitations, but as a cheap hatchet for taking out, it'll do the job for you guys if you're just starting out. Moving on up. Next one we have a bit more money. This one, I think I paid about nearly £100 for this one. This is the Hultafors Brooks. Dvardala. Right, you'll have to give my, I'll put it there. You'd have to forgive my pronunciation of that one. And the reason I went for this one is because it's a little bit way up. It's got a lovely little bit of movement there in the handle, which gives you that wrist action for swinging. It is quite lightweight. This comes in at about 750 grams, about 800 with this American hickory handle. Good quality steel. Look at the edge on that. That's fantastic. And then this is the advantage between these two guys. So you've got this and this. Now, if I forgot my knife, this thing will be cutting feathers on wood for me, guys, and I'll show you that in a little bit of how good that is. That's just like bringing an extra knife for you. The little extra bit. Look at the keep that they give you with it, guys. Nice, which is important because that protects the sharpness of your blade and also protects your kit when you're carrying it out. Last but not least, this is the Carpenter's axe. Again, good quality leather keep there, protects the blade. This is a bit more chunky than the others. I'll do a comparison now just after this in a second, where I'll put the weights, the length, and all the vital stats of these for you guys. But again, look at that. Look at that blade. Now, each one of these for me does a different job. Depends what I'm doing and where I'm doing it. This is, if I was going to put them in sort of categories, you've got the big gun, which does everything from carving, chopping wood, processing it, to even, you know, the fine bushcrafting stuff like lighting feathers. This does the same, but it's a lot more lighter weight and you can feel them. But what you're getting with these is fantastic quality, well weighted. And when I mean well weighted, it just feels so nice in your hand when you're pushing the axe down. You can feel the weight there, it's moving lovely. Without Magnusson there, that's just a little baby. So you got, if you can imagine, let me just get that. There they are up against each other, guys. You can see what you're getting. And use the stats for this one, guys. And this one. And this one. What I'll do, guys, I'll just show you a couple of little bushcrafting bits that you can do with these that can help you out, and you can see exactly how they compare and if they're the right ones for you. If that's what you didn't do, stay tuned and I'll show you quickly. Maybe times when you haven't always got a saw on you and you want to chop this down by length. Now, this saw can do it, this axe can do it. Let me show you another axe. This is the Dvardala. This one's the Carpenter's, guys, and it's a little bit unfair as an unfair comparison because the it's getting a lot thicker. But out of those three axes, the Carpenter's axe is by far the better for doing that, I find. try cutting some kindling. Again, we'll start with a Magnusson and work our way up. Now the size of this does make it handy because it's small. Gives you that finesse, that control on the light work. Compare that to the medium axe, the Dvardala. Still got that control, still got a finesse, but a little bit more weight. And what I like about this is you can take the angle and start you off. So if you go in there, much safer. You know you're going to be using it. No need for a dead man's finger really. You can just use there. Let's go on to the big boy. Maybe a little bit of overkill, bit weighty. I'm still a producer. For me, the winner has to be the medium range on there. I think for the final test, I'm going to do some feather sticks. Let's see. Ish. Much easier to feather up, guys. Go for a little bit of fat wood there. Get some curls with that axe. For me, this is what it's all about. Peace and quiet. Birds singing. Fire crackling. Let's tell you about these bits and bobs here. Can't beat the sound of a chainsaw on a day like today. Turn it off. So the moment you've all been waiting for, or maybe not waiting for, but I'll talk you through, is a clear winner here for me, but for different reasons, and I'll put them in order from third to first. And for me, in third place, the Magnusson, which has been a really good servant for me, and a fantastic beginner, getting me into bushcrafting. It's been a really good tool, but it is limiting. And in second place, It's the Dvardala, or however you wanted to pronounce it. The reason I chose this axe and I bought this because I thought it was a little step up and it was a little bit not too heavy, so if I wanted to hike and that sort of thing. But what I find with the issue with this, there's not enough weight in the head for the handle, if that makes sense, and I don't really like this design, which for what it is great. I suppose if you want to just take the limbs off trees, that's fine. If you want to, sorry guys, getting a bit of smoked out here, smoked out. Come on. Never work with fires, chainsaws. This is what I reckon. Yeah, so getting back to it, good quality piece of kit. I'd certainly use it. I'm not going to use it, but if I had to choose one, and in first place, the Carpenter's hatchet. And why? Because it gives me so many options as an all-rounder. I just like the weight, the double-handedness of it, but then it's light enough and weighted enough that you can do that fine work. You've got a really nice wide blade. It's a nice straight blade as well. That's another point. It's easy to sharpen. You've not got the rounded blade, so you're not going to get that wrong. It feels really nice in your hand. So I'm not an expert. I'm just out here winging it like most of you guys. But if that's my opinion, so that's what it is. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think of these, if you use them yourselves and your experiences, or if there's another brand of axe that you would suggest that I could use. I'd appreciate it. My wife wouldn't, because she don't want me spending any more money. But I'm going to sit down here now, enjoy the sound of the chainsaw, get some more smoke in my eyes. Gonna put some steak on, eat some food, chill out for an hour or so, and then pack up as ever, guys. Really appreciate you watching. I hope you got something out of it. If you could like, subscribe, or drop a comment, that'd be appreciated. And I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Take care.